Weird. Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's Stacy Sobel, and I'm here with Shelly Malizola for our second time today. And we're experiencing technical difficulties, so it's kind of been the story of my week this life. But Shelly's from Allure Design Salon and Boutique in Libertyville, Illinois. And every time I interview somebody on these Salon Today Conversations, they recommend someone else that they've heard is doing something cool, and this is an example of that. So Neil Dukoff said the other day, you got to talk to Shelly. So say hello to everybody, Shelly.
Hi, everybody.
And so he said what was particularly unique about your situation is that you had enough savings in your business that you chose not to lay anyone off. So talk a little bit about that and coming to that decision.
Yeah, I did. I had, a good savings, and what I thought was a good savings, I should say, because I wish I had more, but I had about a year's worth of expenses in savings, and never in my wildest dreams thinking, that a year's worth of expenses should include payroll too.
Right.
But here we are. So I have enough that I felt comfortable continuing and creating a new business model while we were closed. And so that's what I did. And I gave the staff an option. If they wanted to go on unemployment, they could, and I would support that. Because of course, some employees have children, and, there's so many different factors now where they're at home and different things. But what I offered everybody is a remote work plan. And so I voluntarily closed, I think about 4 or 5 days before our governor, said everybody needed to close. And so I just took a few days to put together a new business model. And I've been in business 24 years, and I've had to do this multiple times. As things change in the world, you have to, be willing to look at your business and scrap the old model and bring in a new model. The last time I changed the business model was in 2008. And so I decided to put together a remote work plan and keep the salon open just for the sake of selling inventory. And our governor's decree stated that we could have 2 to 3 employees in the building. I've got a large space, over 3,200 square feet. And you could have employees go in for the sake of inventory. So we reset our scoreboard for what we sell each month in inventory. And so it's about 25 to 30% of my overall revenue. So drastically lower. I knew I would be living off savings to pay the staff, but I thought, how cool would that be for this to offset the savings? So that's what we did. And it's been incredible what my team has pulled together. So I mapped out, I basically took Google Docs and created projects for everybody and shared projects so everybody can see who's working on what. I included the full-timers and the part-timers. And all of the service providers, my front desk team wanted to take part in it. And so I've got a social media team, and they're doing everything remote. And so they're making videos. Everything is tied to connecting with clients and aligning with our brand and speaking, to our audience and new clients, and then selling the products that we have. So that's been huge and super fun just to see these videos that the girls have put together. And then they're writing blogs, and that's tied to posts about inventory and retail. It's all connected back onto our website blog. And And then we created virtual classes. Our first one is going to launch on the 24th. And we wanted to connect parents and their children during this rough time of being quarantined and having some fun with the kids. And so this is a Brews and Braids class. And we're specifically targeting dads, but of course moms can do it too. And we thought it would be just really fun to see dads learning how to braid their daughter's hair. It can be teens, you know, braiding each other's hair, moms. We tied the brews into coffee shop brews in our town. And we chose a couple breweries and a craft beer store. And so we've tagged them on social media. We've asked them to tag us just to open us up. We want to sell every Zoom spot we have. And we're charging $30, $5 $5 of the 30 is going to go to first responders in our area. And the girls are getting real creative. They named the braids their beer names. We all, you know, I knew how to work Zoom from working at Strategies as a coach, but I don't think anybody else did. So they have surpassed my knowledge, and they've taught me how to do polls. So they're going to have a poll during the class to talk to the kids. You know, do you think Dad's going to do a good job? Is he going to learn how to do a Dutch braid?
That's really cute.
They taught me how to send out a Zoom link that then goes into a registration page. Super cool. So we're having a lot of fun, actually, just creating new things that we can do virtually to still connect with clients. We're doing DIY kits. Our facials in a box have been the biggest hit. And we took, and just put together these real cute boxes with cleansers and scrubs and masks. And we have a video. So when somebody purchases the box, they get invited into a private classroom to view the video of the how-to. They get a step-by-step. We're getting before and after pictures. And then every week we're launching new kits. And so we've got a Zen kit. We've got a total calm kit, just anything to help people feel better while they're quarantined. And every single DIY, we have a professional side to it. We're doing consultations, we're doing follow-up consultations, whatever we can do to still touch that client in a way that's professional. And let's see. Education is one of our core values. And so the last day we were at the salon, I had everybody take a mannequin head home and stand and their tools. And all of the education that was slotted in for this year, we've actually been doing on a daily basis. So we've already learned the 12 core Sassoon haircuts. The estheticians have been taking classes on peels and new treatments, and then we share weekly. So the staff is connecting 3 days a week, education Zoom, weekly meeting. Now we're bringing in some fun things. This Sunday, we're gonna do a trivia day, and so that's some of the new things that we're doing.
That sounds great. And then you said when you came to this decision to keep them on, you'd offered that to them because some would make more with the unemployment with a $600 check, but everybody opted to continue to work, and they're working reduced hours, but you are tracking the hours that they're working.
Yes. I wasn't sure if they would make more because we are a guaranteed hourly salary plus health insurance, disability, life, dental, full benefits. And we claim all their tips. And so the cool thing about this is I was able to say to them, because you have been doing things the right way, if you claim unemployment, it's going to count the tips in as income, and then if they get the $600 stimulus. So, I asked that they take a 20% reduction in hours, not pay. I didn't want to cut anybody's pay, and everybody said I'd rather work. And they log their hours on this shared Google sheet. And then I can see the projects that everybody's working on. And we've got an idea page. They can put up their own ideas for new projects. But 1 week in, I hadn't looked at the sheet, and I was blown away at, they're only getting paid for 32 hours a week. And there wasn't anybody who didn't go over. I had one girl that put in 70 hours, they just were so excited about what they were doing, and they've been so committed and dedicated. And I think they trust me and know that they're going to be rewarded. We just have to get through this, even having them, take a reduction in their hours, which is a reduction essentially in their pay, is heart-wrenching for me.
Yeah.
But I do believe it's going to come back, and we just have to stabilize everything now. And the revenue that we're bringing in now with all of everything we're doing, it's incredible. I'm very surprised, actually. I'm very grateful for the community and their support. We just launched this week too a web store. So now we're able to sell all of our products and boutique items online. And so that was the girls. Everybody, we had to learn how to create a web store and put everything up there. So, it's just, I think one of the coolest things also about all of this is seeing these other talents come out of these extremely creative people and seeing them believe in themselves. What I've always seen in them now, I think they're just so excited. And we have tough days. We've had calls where we had one last week. I think all of us were crying because I had an employee that, has lost a grandparent due to COVID, and so, every day is not, it's ups and downs like everybody else. But those are the positive things that I've seen. I think it speaks to our culture too. And I know there's a lot of salon owners, really scared right now at the thought of, not being able to open for a while. And I want to get the message out there that there's so many things you can do while you're closed. And I understand if employees are on unemployment, you might not be able to have them come in to ship out inventory and different things. But there's still things that you can do and that your staff can do to keep your branding, keep that message out there, and, and just go forward.
Well, and I think we were talking about this earlier too, but I think that just having something to focus on, besides what's on the media and the stories that are going on about coronavirus, it's sometimes just nice to have something positive to focus on that at least is in connection with what you do, and feeling a little like a real person again. So
yeah. I've personally set limits on, on even watching the news. I don't want to bury my head in the sand by any means. My husband's watching it a lot, and so I just have him give me the cliff notes because I've got to stay focused, and I am a sensitive person. So I need to know what's going on, but I don't want to overload myself with that.
Right, exactly. Well, and I love what you're doing to connect with clients on the Brews and Braids, or the Braids and Brews. I don't remember how you called it, but you said you also connected with a coffee shop on that. So how is that working? Are they getting a gift card with it, or?
So we went back and forth, and that was our original plan. And we also, the restaurants in our town are doing the curbside deliveries. But I because I have such limited staff to even, buy gift cards and different things, because I want them remote, we decided we would just mention, I think we mentioned 4 in our town. And then we tagged them. They right away tagged us back. So then it went out to, their followers.
A bigger audience, right?
And it was that simple. And, and then hopefully it plants a seed, if people are going to take part in it, to go pick up their beer. And I know we've gotten some emails. Some people said, I thought the coffee shop you mentioned, Conscious Cup, was closed. And oh no, go to their website. You can order it and pick it up, at their doorstep.
So that's great. You fueled a little local business at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
And who knows, maybe after everybody returns, there'll be something you can do more collectively together too. There
is. I'm on a couple boards in Libertyville, the town that my salon's in, and I'm a co-chair on the business side. So I know so many of the business owners, and I'm putting in volunteer hours right now helping the other businesses as well. But the new thing that we're going to start doing is co-branding with other businesses. So this morning I had a meeting with a store that sells stationery and all kinds of, real cool gift items. And so for Mother's Day, we're gonna both put together marketing campaigns and then join them together and just basically through social media promote each other. I'm also connected in with a local workout studio, and I sent her one of our DIY kits and she posted about it. And that same day, I think we had 15 to 20 orders.
Wow.
And so I took some of the money that we generated and I then gave it to my staff for 1 month memberships, because they're doing everything on Zoom. So it just all works together, and that's great. Well, thank you for sharing all your great ideas. And I love that you were able to keep your team on board and engaged and working and engaging your clientele. It's just a fabulous story. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shelly, for sharing it with us. Yeah, my pleasure. I'm here. So we're all in this together, right? We are. And hopefully we'll all be back to a more, not normal world. It's going to be a new normal, but back to a semblance of that normality, at least. Yes. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.